There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
I don't need to. I'll go Willie.
Watch the pass, watch the pass.
Hey, attack.
Check, right.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
We got 4.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give to Collins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Mostert. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? This is Mostert. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Under 10. Under 10.
Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Running out of the gun, Collins. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Like 20. 1, Omaha.
Watch your hands right.
Hey, I 7.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Zadarius Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you think the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They got 29 yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Here we go. Finish the game.
Here's Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
Yellow. Let's go, lady.
54.
And Ripley.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Mahomes now to throw. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Eric Armstead. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's taken on the 25. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Here we go, D. Kill.
Now Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Taking it right down Broadway. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
56, 56, check 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. This fielded at the 2. Oh, good move. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Out of the gun, this is Collins. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken in at the 11. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. On 2nd and a yard, Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Protein spill.
Now Collins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10, just shy of the 30. But they'll start the drive here with an end around. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a second and long.
Here we go.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 77 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time it wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that.
That's caught inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL,
I'm going ahead and screenshot this in case you want to quit.
2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season.
Wow. Fuck up my stats, right?
And we've upgraded her with a sonic shield and holographic mapping drone.
Impressive.
I didn't beat this dude twice.
Jake from State Farm.
Here's the deal. With the drive safe and say that, you'll save up to 30% for being a
This dude
safe driver.
quit twice on me, y'all. Twice. Not one time, but twice. Because he's so fucking good.
You want the real deal? Like a good neighbor? State Farm is there.
New Fossil Slash.
His fucking stats up.
The look of a lash lift without the salon hassle. Double curved lifted brush, strong lifted volume. New Fossil Slash Lift Mascara. Only from Maybelline, New York.
I got this mountain bike for only $11.
DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. An iPad worth $505 was sold for less than $24, a PlayStation 4 for less than $16, and a Schultz 4K television for less than $2.
I want these Bluetooth headphones for $20.
I got these 3 suitcases for less than $40.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Introducing the future of fitness. It's every class you can imagine. Live.
Welcome back to the mirror.
You got this, John.
And on demand. It's boxing, cardio, yoga, and more. It's an interactive, goal-crushing, whole family, whole body fitness machine. The future of fitness.
This dude finding shit to cry about because he lost. Like, what the fuck?
This tour's gonna be lit tonight.
That shit crazy.
Like, probably about 300 young boys a
People
year.
can't just take their L's.
Pillow Talk, tonight at 11.
I am going to be pressuring Miguel about opposing to you.
Sharon and her mom want to labor at home as long as possible.
Nobody knows what a woman goes through but a woman.
I'm not going to let their bonding with the baby at risk.
Smothered, all new, next.
Stephanie, how does it make you feel when you read posts on social media saying that you're not even bisexual, that this is just a role you're playing?
It's really hurtful because I feel like this is a pattern in my life where like I date people and I feel like I get attacked for not being a certain way, and like you begin to feel like there's something like defective about you.
They're probably saying that because they don't see that you're that into girls.
Oh my God. Really?
Come on. I know I'm bisexual. It's not something I need to prove to anybody.
Jessica, do you think that Stephanie is sincere when she talks about her feelings for Erica?
I think she does genuinely care about Erica, but I don't believe her full feelings when she says she loves Erica.
Why not?
She just didn't give anything a chance, I believe. She wasn't willing to adjust or give Erica's lifestyle a shot.
I agree with a lot of what you said, but like I do love Erica that way, and you know, I hate to bring up my illness, but like that also like breeds a lot of insecurity because it's like, am I a burden on Erica? Like, is she going to get sick of dealing with somebody who can't go to all the places she wants to go to?
Okay. Erica, what did you know about Stephanie's illness?
I knew that it was a serious illness, and at one point in her life it was very, very serious. But I was under the impression that it was kind of a little more under control. And then she came here and I realized that it wasn't fine.
But you could have looked it up. Somebody you care about or you care about. You're going to go and look it up when I asked. Or you could have educated yourself like a damn adult. Like, I was never educated yourself.
Put it back on me every time. It just every time.
Okay, it wasn't okay. I'm sorry I'm so heated, but there's so much right now. 45 days of no work, no nothing. Sorry, I'm taking my aggression out right now. I'm sorry. I'm so
Scary. You was scary.
Cheers.
Okay.
I want to clarify one thing, and that is that I did my research on Steph's illness, but I genuinely thought that it was like under control.
Okay. Erica, the Stephanie that you saw online, was that the Stephanie that showed up in Australia?
Honestly, I felt very blindsided. I don't understand Steph coming to Australia and demonizing me for all of this stuff and like making me feel like I'm doing something wrong when you have all this content out there admitting that you're doing exactly what you're accusing me of, you know?
Stephanie, do you see why Erica would have been a bit confused by who you really were? Because you had this content online that was very sexy, but then when you came to see her, you were much, much more conservative in your views.
So, if you go onto my channel, Sean, about 2 months before I went to Australia, I put out a video discussing why I'm not a promiscuous person, why I haven't been intimate with many partners, and why I'm choosing to be celibate.
But I hadn't watched. I told you that I hadn't watched.
Like, but you knew it was there.
Hey, Stephanie, did you post on social media that you had worked in a strip club?
What the fuck is
when
they
I
talking
was
about?
in my early 20s, I moved to Los Angeles, and I was broke, and I had nobody to turn to, and so I did end up dancing for a period of time, and it messes you up. And so after I stopped working there, it definitely changed the way that I am. I had thought that Erica watched more of my videos than she had, so I thought that maybe she knew about some of these things about me that were a little bit shocking to her when I came out there. And so, like, when I got there and I was expected to, like, jump right in head first, I was like, wait, hold on. We still gotta get to know each other. Because I didn't know you. I mean, do you know, what's my dad's name?
I wouldn't know, Steph.
Exactly. So, let's figure all that out first before we start worrying about, holding hands and having sex. Like, just get to know me. I know everything about your parents. I knew everything about you and your travels and your life, but you knew nothing about me.
Because you didn't give me anything to work with, Steph.
You didn't ask me any questions. Anytime we talked, it was about you and your life and all the exciting things you're doing. I was asking you questions every night in bed while you scroll through your phone showing me your lifelong pictures, but you never asked me. And so I was like, this girl knows nothing about me and she's demanding more affection and this and that, but I'm demanding.
Well, I'm demanding stuff, but like when you go on,
take some interest in me.
This is ridiculous.
Okay, let me ask this.
You are a massive narcissist.
I was told that this was gonna be the time where I could stand up for myself and say my piece. And this is all about Steph and Steph
thing that you're in one more time of the universe. If you don't get your way, you throw it and walk away.
Stop trying to put it back on me because I didn't try to learn enough about you. Because I didn't ask you enough questions, because I didn't compliment you enough, because I didn't understand you. Like,
You're just very, very self-centered. Your life is all about you. You're very self-centered. You rejected any single time I tried to learn any kind of information about you. Anytime I try to get any information, anytime I try to ask you an important question, anytime I ask you an important question.
Stop talking over me, Stephanie.
No, we're done talking. You're a child.
Oh, we're done. Okay,
you are a child.
Decided that we're done now, so I guess we're done.
Yeah. Bye.
Erica, I love you. You're my baby girl.
I'm sorry that I went out there and wasted your time and made you feel like you were misled. That was never my intention.
I do feel like my time was wasted. I'm worthy of trust. And you made me feel like I wasn't, Steph. You made me feel like I was doing something wrong when I had been nothing but honest with you. When I had
been ask some questions. I just had
some questions. Steph, you admitted yourself that you have jealousy issues. Please just let me have this, Steph. Honestly, like, just admit it.
What'd you say?
Go see.
It just looks like it was not going to work out for either one of you. And it's sad because you're both really good people. So it's just a bad situation all the way.
Gotta ask you, Erica, after all of this, do you think that you and Stephanie could be friends?
Absolutely not.
Stephanie,
I think because there's so much hurt and emotion still that's like kind of raw and that we're dealing with, at the very best case scenario, we can be friends from afar. So support each other from a distance, and that's it, you know, and that's like the most I can hope for.
all right, ladies, thank you very much for being so candid.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be right back.
I should have left earlier. And she says, like, oh, you wasted my time. I'm like, I realize you feel that way, but, like, you know, it was 3 weeks. And before that, it was, you know, a few months.
I'm tired of being shamed.
I really just beat this dude fair and fucking square, and he
I
crying.
honestly feel sick to my stomach because I had so much that I wanted to
Twice.
say.